Good evening, and welcome to the Night Owl. It's good to have you here, so settle in, get some snacks, and get comfortable. It's Friday. And bring some friends with you next time, will you? I mean, there's room. Content may contain adult language and scenarios that may not be suitable for all audience members, so listeners' discretion is always advised. And if you like this podcast and you want to help the podcast out, go leave a review and rating on Spotify or iTunes or Podchaser, any platform that you listen to podcasts. And let the world know what you like about it. It's a little thing that has a major impact. All right, now that we got the homework out of the way. I remember growing up and the idea of coming across a stranger on the internet was almost taboo. But now that's changed in a big way, hasn't it? Lock your doors, check your windows, and get comfortable. You won't be sleeping tonight. I give you chat room. It's safe to say that I've reached that age where I'm not hip to the latest and greatest, and nor do I care to be up on the latest technology or social apps. My back hurts when I get up in the morning. I stand in rooms forgetting why I was there in the first place. That's where I am now, and I've accepted that. I'm 28, but my soul feels like it's been here for much longer and keeps missing the bus back home, if you know what I mean. But my niece and nephew have made it their business to make sure I'm the cool uncle that they need in their lives because my brother and sister are ruining it for them. I work in film, so you'd think I'd be eager to be in the know. I'm not. When I come home, I love to decompress. But I love my niece and nephew. They're great kids. They know a shit ton about everything, and they're kind, and they just want to feel like grown-ups. I'm cool with that. My sister, she gives them space to be their own people because she wants to be the cool mom, and our parents were drill sergeants when we were growing up. But the kids, they do respect boundaries and rules. I mean, they're 12 and 13, so there's not entirely too much mischief for them to get into at this point. My nephew, he loves video games and being online, and my niece is all about the latest trends and styles. But she enjoys watching and coaching her brother in video games. Surprisingly, they get along great. And my sister and I, we were always trying to figure out how to get rid of the other without my parents finding out. But these guys were thick as thieves. My sis and bro-in-law, they were going away for a weekend and asked me if I watched the kids. For me, that was a no-brainer. I mean, I enjoy getting out of the city and setting into suburbia any chance I get. And I enjoy spending time with them. I've started dating again, so I've been learning what those damn emojis are when I get a response with them. We usually watch horror movies when I come hang out, even though my sister says not to. But we don't snitch around these parts. They enjoy it, and so do I. The rule was no phones when we watch movies, just hanging and eating a ton of junk. My nephew, he couldn't wait to show me this new haunted house game he'd been playing. I looked up the trailers for it and it seemed pretty damn creepy. Apparently it's online compatible, so there are other people in the game too, and everyone is trying to survive the killer on the loose. He told me you can play as the killer, but I don't think my sis would approve of that just yet. Although, you know what? She's always given me serial killer vibes herself. I got to the house, and they couldn't wait to jump right into things. No staying up past 11. Yeah, I got it. You guys have a good time. Oh, come check this out, my nephew said. I barely put my bags down before my nephew pulled me upstairs with my niece trailing behind, telling me about her best friend and who was dating some high schooler. All right, guys, how about we play for an hour and then get some food and watch movies? They agreed. Well, an hour passed and I was pretty into this game. This shit was actually pretty intense. I couldn't hear what was being said in his headset, but it seems like he made pals with some other people out there. My niece, she was FaceTiming and live recording this whole thing. Kind of interesting if you ask me, but listen, she was cool hanging out with us and we loved her hanging out too. My uncle is here with us, my nephew said. Yeah, for the weekend, since my folks gone away. My sister taught them the generic, never talk to strangers bit, but maybe she left some parts out. Hey, who is that? I asked him. Just one of my buddies online. Time passed, and I realized that we still haven't eaten. All right, guys, let's tell your friends you'll catch them later. Hey, I gotta go. Yeah, maybe later. All right, guys, logging off. My nephew dropped the game. All right, guys, I'm logging off, my niece said. When we were eating, I decided to ask more about the game. Hey, so these people you play with, are they your age? Some are. Others are older. They live around here? Not sure. One guy may. He says he was playing for his son while he helped his mom. Is his son your age? Says he is. Goes to the same school apparently, but I've never met him. Your parents know the dad? No, I don't think so. Just then my niece's phone goes off. Hey, no phones, remember? Sorry, it's just my notifications. We finished dinner and went to watch some movies. The flick, it was getting pretty good, and that's when another ding came in. I looked at my niece. It wasn't me, she said. Another ding, then another. I realized my nephew's face was illuminated. We realized it was his phone. Hey, dude. I don't know who this is. They said it looks like a good movie, though. It was pitch dark, and it was always quiet around here. I look around, and all the blinds were drawn in the house. I checked to make sure the doors were locked. Is one of your friends messing with you? I don't think so. Another ding came in. He's asking to play again, but for real. I shut off the movie and turned on the lights. Let me see your phone. I grabbed his phone and I searched the number online. Nothing came back. I called and I got a message. Call cannot be completed as dialed. Alright, give me your phones. Oh, come on. You shouldn't be giving out your number to strangers, bud. I decided to put on something else, something a little bit lighter, and that's when I fell asleep for a little. When I woke up, the siblings were nowhere to be found. My heart stopped for a second. My sister, she texted asking how things were, and I gave her the generic good. Ask him where he lives, I heard my niece say from upstairs. I ran upstairs and... Hey, what are you doing? I scared them accidentally, but truthfully, this was all freaking me out. I snatched the headset. Hey, who is this? So, you're the cool uncle. Who the fuck is this? Just a friend. Listen, keep it up and I'm getting the cops involved. The other end went silent. He logged off. My nephew noticed. All right, start talking. How long have you been talking with this guy? He just appeared today out of nowhere. How much did you tell him? How did he get your number? I don't know. I didn't give it to him. There was a knock at the door. Then the doorbell rang. I grabbed the two and I hushed them both. My little nephew had a bat near his bed. Horror movies paid off, huh? I grabbed it and I told him to stay behind me. We crept down the stairs. I forgot the lights were still on, so it was hard to see. I slowly walked to the door. I was ready to swing, and there was Mr. Robinson. Hey, I'm sorry I scared you. No worries. Everything okay? Yeah. Everything's fine. How can I help you? I just wanted to check up. I told your sister I'd stop by and check on you guys. And make sure you weren't watching horror movies. Don't worry, I won't tell. Alright, just wanted to make sure everything is okay. Hey, he whispered to me. I wanted to stop by because, I saw someone peeking around the windows. He took off when I turned on my porch light. Anyone you know? I shook my head no. I didn't think so. I'll have my buddy scan the area just in case. If you guys need anything, just knock. My heart was pounding at this point. I thanked him and I closed the door. The rest of the weekend we slept with the lights on and in the living room. I didn't want to scare my sis when she got back, so we didn't say anything. I just asked Mr. Robinson to keep an eye. I didn't want to scare the kids anymore either. A few weeks had passed and things were back to normal. They were telling me about everything under the sun as usual, keeping me up to date on all the technology, the new drama in school. Just like old times. I got a text from my sister. Hey, so I was at the store today and I bumped into this guy who said that he knew you. He said that you guys played video games together. So there you have it. Tune in next week for another exciting, creepy story to keep you up at night. Follow us at the Bird Brain Podcast on Instagram and Twitter. And I hope you guys have an amazing weekend. Take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Sleep tight.